Ever feel like your brain has way too many tabs open? You know, you're trying to solve a problem, but you're just clicking between a dozen different thoughts and you're getting absolutely nowhere? Well, today, we're not talking about learning Python or JavaScript. Nope. We're talking about a mental upgrade that coding can unlock right inside your own head.
You know that feeling, right? That mental fog that just rolls in when you're facing a tough challenge. Doesn't matter if it's some complex project at work or you're just trying to plan a trip. You're just stuck. And it feels like you're lost. You know the solution is out there somewhere, but every path you take just seems to loop you right back to where you started. It is so frustrating, isn't it?
But what if the answer isn't about finding the right path, but about having a better map, a better way to navigate that fog? Steve Jobs really hit on something huge here. See, the real power of learning to code isn't about mastering a machine, it's about mastering your own mind.
So let's forget about memorizing syntax for just a minute. The real prize, the secret weapon that every good programmer has, is this mental toolkit. It's a set of all-purpose problem-solving skills you can use for pretty much anything life throws at you, whether you're in front of a keyboard or not.
And this amazing toolkit, it actually has a name, computational thinking. Think of it like this. It's kind of like mental origami. You take this big, messy, crumpled up problem and you learn how to systematically fold it and crease it until it becomes this clear, understandable shape. So what does this mental origami actually look like in practice? You know, it's not nearly as intimidating as it sounds. In fact, it all comes down to 4 simple but incredibly powerful ideas. Let's unfold them one by one. All right, here they are, the 4 core moves of computational thinking. Just think of them as your personal recipe for turning total chaos into absolute clarity. First up, we've got decomposition. I mean, you wouldn't try to eat an entire pizza in one bite, would you? Of course not. You cut it into slices. Well, decomposition is the exact same idea, but for problems. You break that huge, overwhelming challenge down into these small, bite-sized pieces. And suddenly, impossible just becomes a to-do list of small, easy wins. Next is pattern recognition. So now that you have all your slices, you start to notice things. You go, hey, wait a minute, this slice over here looks a lot like that one. This is where you get really efficient. You find those similarities, those repetitions, so you're not wasting time solving the same mini problem over and over again. Then there's abstraction. This is basically your superpower for ignoring all the noise. Think about it. When you drive a car, you're not thinking about the controlled explosions happening inside the engine, right? No, you focus on the steering wheel, the pedals, the road. Abstraction is just the art of figuring out what's essential and then ruthlessly ignoring everything else. And finally, you bring it all together to create an algorithm. Now, this isn't just a one-time solution, it's a recipe. It's a clear, step-by-step set of instructions that you can use to solve not just this one specific problem, but any problem that looks like it in the future. It's your reusable solution. Okay, so this all sounds really good on paper. A nice, neat 4-step process. But is it just a mental trick, or does thinking this way actually physically change your brain? Well, the science is in, and the answer is honestly fascinating. Turns out, learning to code isn't just you acquiring a new skill, it's like taking your brain to the gym for a full-on workout. So there's this incredible study by Dr. Janet Siegmund that used fMRI scans to see what's happening inside a programmer's head while they work, and the results were amazing. The act of just understanding code lights up 5 different brain regions at the same time. We're talking the parts for language, memory, attention, logic, and all that intense brain activity literally builds stronger, faster connections. It's like upgrading the internet cables between the different departments of your brain. And the results are real. You get better at learning new things, you can hold more information in your head at once, and you develop this hawk-like eye for tiny, important details. And here is a perfect example. Look at the text on the left. Your amazing brain can read that jumbled up sentence instantly because it's a master of the big picture. But a computer? It sees the typo on the right, a simple LGO instead of LOG, and it has a complete meltdown. It just stops. Coding forces your brain to develop that same level of precision.
So with all these incredible brain-boosting benefits, why do so many people who try to learn to code just give up. They hit this brick wall. And it's almost always because they fall into one single, incredibly common trap.
So what is it? What is this trap? What is the number one mistake that stops aspiring coders dead in their tracks before they ever get to unlock this powerful new way of thinking? It's this. They get completely obsessed with the syntax. You know, the curly braces, the semicolons, the specific commands. That's like trying to become a great author by just memorizing the dictionary. The pros, they do the exact opposite. They focus on the problem first. They use that computational thinking to map out a clear solution before they ever write a single line of code. And when you make that mental shift, I'm telling you, everything changes. You're no longer just writing code. You become an architect of solutions. You're thinking like a programmer, which is really just another way of saying you're thinking with incredible clarity and power. So let's bring it all home, right? Learning to code isn't really about a specific career path. It's a fundamental upgrade for your brain. It's a universal problem-solving framework that you can apply everywhere, from a courtroom to an operating room to your own weekend project. It gives you the ability to not just see problems, but to see them as puzzles that you actually have the tools to solve. This is the upgrade. This is that clear starting point you've been looking for. So I'll just leave you with this one question. What's that one big, messy, complicated problem in your life that's just waiting for you to take that first step and break it all down? Subscribe for more. See you in the next one.